yours. We have this saying, marriages are made in heaven. God is making marriage for people today. The fact that you are here is a response to God in your life, that God has called you two to be together, husband and wife. So your being here is a thank you to God for your calling. And remember, as Richard said about prayer, God continues to call every day. So we listen to God in His calling every day. Do that as a couple. Continue to do it. So you thank God for the gift that is yours. In the world in which we live today, it's great to be alive. It's wonderful to be God's family now. As Richard just said, of any era that God would put us in, He put us here. It's wonderful to be alive as people of faith in our world today. You've also heard me say, read the encyclical, The Light of Faith, Pope Francis. The second chapter is entitled with a quotation from the prophet Isaiah. Isaiah is talking to the king who wants to have an alliance with Egypt to fight Assyria, and the prophet says, you don't need that. What you need is to trust God. And the quotation is, unless you believe, you will not understand. The prophet says to the king, unless you believe, you will not understand. As we hold up marriage this year, we do it as people of faith. We understand because we believe. There's so many people in the world today, they just don't get it. Unless you believe, you're not going to understand. How are we going to help them? By holding up marriage, and as Pope Francis says in that encyclical, to re-enchant. To re-enchant marriage, to re-enchant our life together as God's family, to re-enchant the world that God has created. So thank you for being here tonight. We do a little thinking to try to enrich our understanding of our calling, but it's also a matter of the heart. We thank God this year in a beautiful way as we try to understand more and help other people understand more God's great gift of marriage. So thank you for being here tonight. If you have any questions, ask Richard. We're going to keep them both